Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Oregon Trail 2 here on the Lord Master channel. And I like how I use the phrase welcome back, because as if you were watching many Oregon Trail videos of mine in the past in your free time, and now you come across a new one today. And it's a wonder that I've been doing so many Oregon Trail videos over the years, and it just seems I never run out of ideas for it. Because, you know, you gotta love the randomness of such games like these. And of course, later this month in April, I will be recording an Oregon Trail video as well, which I do have an idea in mind for that as well. And now for here in the Oregon Trail 2, I do have a much sillier idea that I came up with literally minutes before recording this playthrough here. And let's just say those past few videos I did with the whole, it's like, oh, let's be a, you know, be a gunsmith, or be a Wainwright, or a printer, a butcher even, you know, those little occupational jobs that make you a little money. You don't make money, you start with money, Lord Master, get it right. But nevertheless, I'm going to start off as a banker for this one, and I'm going to be investing quite a bit of money, besides the usual supplies, but I'm going to do something rather, I don't know, silly. Only because it's partly inspired by another game that I did some last year called Silk Road's Caravan Kings, which is basically, it's kind of like the Oregon Trail, but set in the, you know, the Middle Ages, where you travel from Venice to China, you know, along the Silk Road and all that. But the Oregon Trail isn't exactly the Silk Road of the Americas, which is the, you know, it's a route for people who want to settle out west. I mean, that's what the name of the game is about. But nevertheless, and of course I'll be talking many other things in life and experiences in general throughout the video, which is what I use this as a platform for me to discuss such things. And I just got a text from my mother wondering what's going on with me. We'll text back, and then we will get on with this trail here. You are a banker who has come to independence in 1856 for the purpose of setting off on a journey west to Oregon City. You already bought a small farm wagon, but you still need to buy other supplies you need for your journey. As you wander the streets of Independence, you'll see various stores that should be able to provide you with supplies, provided you have enough cash. You also see people who may be able to give you some good advice. Yes, I'm using a small farm wagon this time. We're still bringing a party of 6. Here is myself, Lord Master, and then you got Helen, which you know her very well. She's the character that you see in my Red Dead Redemption 2 videos. Where these days she's, you know, inspired by Kate Bishop, Marvel character. And here's Kurt. It's not named after a certain Kurt, or even a famous Olympic gold medalist. No, this Kurt was named after a Crusader Kings 3 character on a recent Pannonian Avars playthrough, where there's a Kongan emperor, if you will, named Kurt, who has a name that's easy to pronounce, which is Kurt. But boy, he was large and in charge. Let me tell you. Not only he was an avaricious Avar, which means he likes making a lot of money. He is also a scholar too, so that makes him a little bit talented. But at one point of his life, he was obese. But he overcame obesity. But he was still, you know, portly in appearance, so to speak, as you've seen in the recent episodes of the Pannonian Avar series, which you can check it out on the Lord Master channel. And now here is Hard Work Jones. Yep, that's what the J stands for, Jones. There's always a somebody Jones. So I tried to, let's just say I had to run out of ideas of something Jones, and then I came up with one. I was like, how about we name him Hard Work? Make him look like he's a diligent man who's always hard at work to getting this wagon train moving. And now here is blank. Yeah, take how you want it, people, whether if it's a male or a female character, but that person doesn't have a name. We don't even know who that person is. But what we don't know, well, what we do know for certain is that this person is feeling good. Now, of course, my main man, Horatio. Anytime when Lord Mass is around, always expect Horatio to join the party. Even though he's always an old, 65 years old, which is the maximum age you can set in the God-blasted game. Anyways, let's go to the store.
Merchants here in town offer basic packages of supplies based on the size of one's party and estimated length of journey. Of course, you can shop around on your own or add to the basic set. So, which package would you like?
Well, it's going to have to be for 6 months. It's March of 1856. Let me see. American Party nominates former President Fillmore. Oh, God, I forgot his last name. Millard Fillmore? Oh, God. God dang it, Lord Master. You used to do this when you were little, when your mother tells you to recite all the names of the past presidents of the United States. You used to do this when you were little. It is Millard Fillmore. Yeah, I remember now. Thank God. Thank God I still remember my names. Heck, you don't even remember this person's name. And thus we're calling him No Name. Let's just call him No Name. Trying to start an engine. Anyways, let's get the shopping. We're going to get the usual stuff before things will get interesting. But you need a lot of animals first. So, as I said, buy our usual stuff. And don't forget to get the access in case you were to go to fallen timber events. And some hammers for each and every one of us, including Mr. Hardwork Jones. Think. You know what? Give me a pan and a frying pan. We can distinguish the two pans. Not enough pickaxes to make a difference when it comes to these Fallen Rocks events. Saws, if we were to saw our wheels off if we try to repair the thing. Shovels will be suffice for Fallen Rocks events. Again, that's my presumption of how these tools work. Especially when you feel like going to California, and, okay, that's all on the top of my head of how everything works. Of course, salt for the salted meat and fish, if you were to catch any. Think. Ah, yes. Decks of playing cards, which we use that to trade off people with and try to convince them that this is the new currency. That the US dollar doesn't mean much anymore, so use decks of playing cards. And what the numbers exactly is like, let's say, here's a card of 5, that's $5. And they'll be like, well, what is a jack and a queen and a king? What does that mean? They're all 10s, they just have different symbols. Calm down, Lord Master, you're getting ahead of yourself. You're a gambler in your free time. Even though I've never been to a casino in my life. Although I have seen a movie called Casino, the one with Robert De Niro. Martin Scorsese directed that film, yes. I watched it along with Goodfellas. That was all last year. Because it was concurrently when I was watching the Sopranos at the same time. You know, doing interest. In fact, I'm still watching The Sopranos as of this recording. I'm actually on my last 7 episodes of the final season of The Sopranos. So, I have an average of watching 2 episodes a week, but I'll make that final week watch the last 3. So in 3 weeks' time, I will be finishing up on The Sopranos. I don't know if I want to. I doubt I'll talk about it in the next Oregon Trail video, but certainly in the Oregon Trail video that I will record later in this month. Of course, you're gonna need winter clothing because, as you can see, we're leaving in the March, and things are gonna get pretty cold. Okay, now I remember what's next. Medicines. That's another thing. Okay, you're doing your usual buying spree. Up until we start buying a bunch of oxen, and I know what else I'm going to invest in. And I'm sure some of you people are concerned. It's like, you know, that usual stock you carry. Aren't you concerned that your small farm wagon isn't going to go further, especially for a party of 6? Well, yeah, there's an idea for that, and it's a pretty stupid one, honestly. But again, it's inspired by the Silk Road. You know how you bring your number of camels? Well, just give me a second. I'll explain soon after I get the ox. Which, of course, they're not like camels in a way. They're meant for pulling wagons. Whereas camels pull your wares that you take it to sell it to from one point to the other. Or to sell it to some other cities with their trade posts along the Silk Road. You don't give me a pistol and a shotgun. And get shot this time because you keep forgetting that you never buy a shot every time you buy a shotgun. Because you are a Class A idiot, Lord Master. Oh, and one more thing. Rifle or shotgun chief? Okay then. We got that settled. Okay, anyways. Get to the stables. Hello, sir. Give me 20 of your oxen. And 70 of your chickens. And a milk cow, too. And I'm sure you're wondering, it's like, okay, that's one thing.
Hi there.
Hi there. But the thing is, you got a small farm wagon, and it can only carry about, 4,000 pounds worth of supplies, right? A small farm wagon has, 5,000 limit, and Conestoga 6,000, I believe, if I remember correctly. So I've decided that I am gonna need more wagons. Yes, more wagons, and those covers that go along with it. Yes. Let me check again. Ah, so you brought in fresh oxen. Could that mean... I got an idea. There's 6 of us, right? And we have 3 wagons so far. 3 small farms. Do you have more? Yes, sirree. Okay, now let's have 6 small farm wagons for each and every one of us. Oh, and covers too. Thank you. And due to the fear that parts will be breaking down all the damn time, so we need spares as well. Leave us with a rather some amount of 400 in case we need to. I mean, good God, can you imagine? To the furniture. You could carry a cast iron stove with each of these wagons. Can you imagine? And I'm surprised that a cast iron stove is cheaper than a grandfather clock. What the is that arrangement? How is a grandfather clock more expensive with this giant piece of cooking equipment? I mean, after all, you are responsible for buying pots and pans, banging pots and pans. You know what? Give me the cast iron stove. And a table so we can have a cookout there. And a kitchen cupboard so we can, keep our stuff in there. Probably need a little more oxen, just out of curiosity. Just give me at least 4 more. Hold on, do the math here. After 5 more chickens. 12, there you go, 12 chickens. That's all I'm going to spend, for real. Okay? Just want to be sure of it. Alright, before saying I need to pick a wagon train to travel with, the following wagon trains here are about ready to set forward. So which one do you want to go with? Well, they look like a pretty even amount, so I'll just say 40 wagons of 141 people, so there'll be more people to trade them off with in case you need something. If I'm going to be that kind of guy who's a total cheapskate. You saved up 9,000 pounds! And that is why we decided to buy more wagons. Buy more wagons. All small farm. Because we're trying to be conservative with our money. So, let's go on the trail for the first time. But we're not going to increase the pace because we got to let the winter recede back northwards. And then we'll pick up the pace.
The ice looks thick enough to just drive our wagons across.
Better hope so.
I don't like the looks of the river right now. Let's wait before crossing.
It's ice. How do you know if it doesn't look like it should be right? Let's cross the ice now. For this act, you have been elected captain. Congratulations, Lord Master. What a great decision you've made. This is why you have been elected as captain of the wagon train. Will you accept or will you refuse? Now I like how that man is like, this here, sir, is your wagon, because you're the captain now. Oh, yes. We're off to a very great start. I will accept the position of captain, and now my first order of the day is to clean up the mess. Look what we lost. Even a box of bullets that you bought. What if you lost that cast iron stove? Helen almost drowned. Well, of course it would be her.
We should rest a bit before moving on.
Rivers like this are nothing to trifle with. Folks should be more careful.
Of course Helen would be the one that almost drowned. Don't you know what happens in Red Dead Online? That there are limitations to swimming? If you keep on swimming, your stamina's going to go down, and then your health's going to go down, and then you're off to the watery grave. That's what happens. She is coughing, difficulty in breathing, disorientation, and weakness. Let's keep on going then. Here we are, Westport. She's feeling okay. Is Helen? You just had quite a bit of tumble there. Did we lose that cast iron stove? No, you didn't. You didn't lose any furniture. Thank the gods. But we took a significant weight drop for losing that a lot of stuff. Probably mostly food. You did lose 2 wagon parts and a cover too. That's another thing. You lost a chicken, but you still got your milk cow. Oh, anyways. Let me see. Wanted, Jeremiah Guthrie for bank robbery. Yep, we know that guy very well. Ezekiel Mays. Give me the chain, a little more of the hammers that we might have lost, and some nails just to make sure that we fix our wagon parts in case something breaks down.
Say, you folks heading out on the trail, be sure to check your supplies often.
Do tell more.
If you're near to running out of essentials, you can usually buy more at forts or trading posts.
You sure about that?
If you got no money, you might be able to trade with other travelers for what you need. But don't wait until it's too late.
Yes, good to know. No chickens, no oxen, okay. Anything else? Hey, do you have a spare, no, not horseshoes or harnesses, but ox yokes? Do you think we might have lost an ox yoke? Because that's listed under miscellaneous, right? Miscellaneous? Oh god, I think we lost it. We did lose that ox yoke. Quick, to the general store. Hey pal, you got a ox yoke? Anything? Yeah, thank the god. No wonder why the weight dropped significantly. Don't winter clothes! You did lose one! We can't let one guy or girl get cold now, do we? Let's get going. New Santa Fe. Horace J. Muggs. Yes, sir. Reward. Lonesome Lamniel Nap. Horse theft. Bastard. Ah! Him again. I know that man very well. you got your everything with no pigs. This time you got a spare ox yoke. And you don't have spare horseshoes or anything. Hey, wait a minute. There is something missing about this compared to the last stables. You know what's that I see back there? I believe those are harnesses. You know, for the horse, spare mule horse harnesses. And you don't sell one of them? What the hell? What's the rationale behind that? I'm sorry, those harnesses back there is just for show. You know, they're prototypes, or lack of a better term, you know, in case these horses over there just get a bit, you know, unruly. And all that. Okay then. Now let me just fall down on this hole, even though that's actually a puddle reflecting on that roof there. I like how you said roof. Oh, it's that guy again.
Say, you folks heading out on the trail. Be sure to check your supplies often.
Yeah, don't tell me what to do. Okay, let's continue. Extreme cold.
I'll admit that it's probably best for us to keep pressing on despite the cold, but I do wish we could just slow the pace a little.
Well, we can always wait for conditions to improve. There's a reason why I slowed things down in the first place, so that way we don't get too much of the winter, so we can get moving again.
Howdy. You know, this is my second time out on the trail.
I bet you regret the first one.
Yeah, we started out last year, but didn't get too far. We tried going across the Kansas River when the water was way too high. The wagon overturned in the middle of the river, and we lost everything we had. But we're not giving up. We're trying again.
Wow, I was actually joking, and I said, I bet you regret the first time, and, well, more courage to you, since you're doing it the second time. Anyways.
Well, needless to say, I sure ain't gonna try and cross no rivers when they're too rough and high.
Well, good luck to you, because rivers are frozen. Lawrence. How many times have I seen this man?
Ah, my friend, a fellow traveler through this great land. You are indeed lucky to cross paths with me this day. I have a single bottle left of my finest cattle liniment. Being my last, I'll let it go for a mere $2.
Tell me more.
Works for any draft animal, not just cattle. Keeping your animals on the road is vital in your journey. Just rub a bit of my liniment on their legs each morning, and they'll step as lively as spring calves.
You have any advice on the matter?
I advise you to take me up on this valuable offer before someone else snatches up this, my last bottle. Oh, excuse me, I have to be going.
Oh, God, not that man again.
Say, you folks heading out on the trail.
This man's everywhere. A man in a tux, just down in the snow.
Howdy.
Now we go to the sheriff's office. Ah! It's Dr. Brokow. Wonderful. That's the man I just met. No wonder why he says, oh, excuse me, I have to get going. He knew the jig was up.
Hey, watch where you're going. What do you think? You own the place?
Who do you think you are? I am.
You're one of them immigrants going out west on the trail, ain't you?
What I just said there was totally improvised.
You just watch your step around here. I ain't the only one who don't take kindly to careless strangers.
Because I was going to say, who do you think you are? And then I was going to make some wise remark, but I came first.
Hello.
Pete Weber. You know, it's been 10 years since that happened, right? No, we haven't tipped over things yet. At least you got your parts ready. Do I really want another wagon cover? I mean, we don't have to cover everything. It's just we were being well prepared. See? Spare horse or mule harnesses, and they weren't in New Santa Fe. What did I tell you? Creek got a as usual. Can't wait any longer unless we want to wait in Topeka. Oh my God!
Say, you folks.
That man just won't go away. There he is again. It's the frog.
Ah, greetings, my good friend. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Brogan Kavanaugh, famed on 3 continents for my marvelous miracle elixir.
I know who you are, but do tell me which continents.
North America, Europe, and another one whose name escapes me at the moment. Why, just 1 spoonful of my miracle elixir every morning will guarantee you against cholera, dysentery, measles, smallpox, frostbite, gangrene, and sundry other maladies.
Well, any advice on that?
Buy a bottle or 2 of my miracle elixir. That's the best possible advice I can give anyone. Oh, excuse me, I have to run. I just remembered an important engagement.
Yeah. You know what you are, Dr. Road Criminal? You are a BFF. BFF. That stands for Big Fucking Fraud.
I've been told you're looking for a doctor.
No, not lately. Everybody's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. No, nobody got the cold, nothing. Hey, wait a minute. Is there something a bit off about Topeka? Doesn't this look like the same design of a town like in Westport? Kinda does. It's almost like they moved the whole town. Artemis Abernathy wanted for mail theft. $500.
Pardon me, folks. I was wondering whether you've seen this character. Nasty Jack Finley? He's a cattle rustler, horse thief, an all-round troublemaker.
Do tell me more.
He's even been rumored to kill a man, though ain't no proof of it, yet. But he's due for a hanging, that's for sure.
Advice.
I'd recommend you steer clear of him. He can be a mean one. And if you see him, notify the local authorities as quick as you can. Well, good day to you.
So long, Jacka. And catch the fraud for me, will ya? And stay away from me.
There's trouble in these parts. Let's not spend much time around here.
Unfortunately, I spent enough time that it did so.
The ice looks thick enough to just drive our wagons across.
It's above freezing. It'll break. Rest for a bit. Keep resting. That ice will break under those temperatures. Still frozen. I'm giving it 1 more day.
The ice looks thick enough.
It's like 4 days later, and he's like, yep, the ice looks thick enough. I guess it is thick enough. We'll cross it then. Well, son of a beeswax, he was right all along. But we caught some fish along the way. Just, you know, break a hole in the ice on that river and then catch some fish. And you got them. But in actuality, we've been resting for a while, so chances of catching a fish are increased. So let's... Holy crud! 37 pounds of salted fish. That's because we've been resting here for a while. Sitting there, doing nothing. Watching that thick ice. That's thick with a capital C.
This may be our last chance for a while to buy or trade for supplies.
Hold on, let's start again.
This may be our last chance for a while to buy or trade for supplies.
You know what? Give me the 2 hats. I need a spare. That tree tall man isn't here. That tree tall man. That tall as a tree kind of guy.
I don't see how we can cross right now. The ice isn't thick enough. Maybe we can break through the ice and then ford or float.
Nah, we take the toll bridge. It's only $1. Why won't the cold go away? Too many people at the river. You have been delayed for 1 day.
When we got here sooner, we wouldn't have had to wait so long.
Yeah, that thick ice back there. And I can tell by the looks of that man, you know, the way he's got his, you know, hands clasped together. He's like, come on, get moving. It's cold out here. Don't you know it's minus 6 degrees at night? But as we waited for a day, we caught some more fish. And this time it's 11 pounds of salted fish. Oh, we still have all that fishing equipment. When you rest by the river, chances increase of getting, you know, that sort of thing.
The ice is good and solid. Let's cross over the ice.
Weather's not right for crossing a river. We should wait.
Well, how do you know that?
Well, I wouldn't cross over the ice. That makes me nervous.
Yeah, may never know that one of us is going to drown should the ice break through again. Even though they say the ice is good and solid. See? Solid. What did I tell you? Oh my god, too many people at the river again.
Patience, patience. Worrying about it won't do no good. We'll get across the river when our time comes.
We were waiting at the river. God dog it, cross it already. Idiots. Oh god, it's rainy. That means spring is coming. I mean, spring is already here. It's just, it may not look like it. Not with these cold fronts that keep bashing at us. And Kurt just got suffered a concussion.
A doctor should always be consulted in cases of concussion.
Disorientation and dizziness. Oh, I'm going to keep you very active, because you are a fat bastard. Trust me when I tell you. He's just going to keep dancing around until he throws up. He doesn't say vomiting as the symptom, but he'll be alright. Whoever says otherwise are a bunch of liars. Hope that man in the tux doesn't come back, especially when I'm about to go hunting. You woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. One. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Yay. Nobody died. Shut up! Oh, it's Hard Work Jones.
They'd better take care of themselves. Bad colds can easily turn into something much worse.
Oh, you're Mr. Hard Work. You need to get to work. Okay.
They tell me someone in this wagon train is looking for a doctor. Is that true?
Who's they? Perhaps, maybe. I don't know.
Well, to be honest with you, I haven't been in regular practice for a number of years. But I'll be right pleased to do what I can.
Nice, man.
Next time you get to a town with a decent pharmacist, you might want to stock up on some basic medicines. Of course, you might have a pretty good supply already.
Key word might.
You folks looking to do some trading?
Sneeze at the spit bucket. Maybe.
Trading is one of the main things people do out here at forts. Why, it's pert near a form of entertainment for some souls.
Nice.
Keep a sharp eye out on your supplies and your money. There's some unscrupulous types around here that wouldn't mind relieving you of some of your possessions.
Well, I want to relieve your possessions. Give me your bullets. Take quinine. I don't know what that's for. Oh, wait a minute. I believe that's malaria medicine. I mean, it's still winter, so it's not like you're going to see some, whatchamacallit. I don't know, but for the sake of you two... See, I told you Kurt would be better from his concussion if we keep him active. But for the sake of it, we're just going to be here for about 4 days, and then we'll get on going. And in case you didn't hear, that was a notification because I apparently left one of those tabs on the internet. So don't spread the germs anywhere. You got that? It's muddy right now because all the snow is melted and it's rainy out. Still rainy.
Don't look too deep to me. I say we just keep going forward.
After so many days of rain, it's almighty, so we couldn't find another path.
I reckon there's not much we can do until the waters die down.
Well, what if it snows again and then it freezes up? You know, that might be crazy enough to do that. So let's wait for conditions to improve. Well, it receded enough, and I thought, oh, wait for the cold front to come, then start snowing, then the flooded trail freezes up, and then we get moving again. Until the ice breaks down. You're in Plum Creek. This is rattlesnake territory. Someone's gonna get bit by a snake, I guarantee you. Nope, no snake this time. I've seen it happen, alright? Let's increase the pace a bit more. Alrighty. Deep sand. Pass through that.
Oh, another group of immigrants going west, no? Getting so this country is as crowded as St. Louis.
Tell me more.
I've lived out here in the wilderness for more than 20 years, trapping the beaver. None but to be careful crossing rivers like this. Sometimes they're shallow and don't look like much, but the banks can be steep and the rocks slippery. Maybe there is mud or quicksand. Rivers are the most dangerous thing, far more dangerous than Indians.
We shall see. It says it's extremely treacherous, but it's wide as hell. But we're gonna get moving. We're gonna ford. Pass through this thing. And then we get into land and meet California Hill. One of the cussedest places this side of Blazes, one guy says. Has a bad cold.
But the only thing you can do for a bad cold is get lots of rest and drink lots of fluids.
We don't know who you are, but we're gonna give you fluid intake. It may be rainy, but we're gonna anchor this son of a bitch. And, okay, we'll just continue. You could have just simply continued down the hill instead of doing all the hard work. Mr. Hard Work Jones over here. Oh god, the cast iron stove. Did we lose it? You lost the, table! You broke the table! How are we gonna do without a table for this WrestleMania weekend? And yes, this was filmed before the 2 nights of WrestleMania. The stupendous night and all that. Just a little thing. Just wanted to promote. I'll promote other things as we go along.
Hell, those hills sure were rough uns, weren't they?
Yeah, we were just... It's like, okay, we gotta anchor this hill. We gotta anchor this wagon and try to get down the hill very, very carefully. And then, and it just... Oh! While we look at the other wagons, we're just continuing on down like normal. And I'm like, well, shit. I guess we should have, you know... continued on. Yeah, sure were rough. But that was more to me than the other.
I had to unload pretty near half the stuff in my wagon to get up and down those hills.
We lost the table.
We ought to rest for a day or two. I'm plumb near tuckered out. And I need to find me another couple of oxen. The ones I got are near dead.
Yeah. You go do that.
If you look off in the distance, you can see Chimney Rock looming up like the lofty tower of some town.
Tell me more.
I don't think I'll tire of gazing on it. You can see it for miles and miles as you travel toward it.
You have any advice?
As long as we keep heading toward Chimney Rock, we're not likely to stray off the trail.
Better hope so. Just had a thought, but no, save it. Save the drama for your mama.
Goodness, have you ever seen anything like that before?
No, I haven't.
You hear stories and see pictures of things like this, but it's nothing compared to actually seeing the real thing.
Vice.
My father, who journeyed out in these parts back in the 30s, says we ought to keep moving all the time. Winter will be coming before we know it.
It's in the middle of April. You'll be fine. Am I convinced that everybody's got the same trading thing? Same items every time? Am I that crazy? Alright, let's go hunting again. Bam! Well, we be looking for something for real. Bang! Shit. I was trying to do it for real. What the? There you go. 20 pounds? You ain't worth a sack of... But there's better places out to hunt. We're gonna keep moving. Toll bridge of 2.50. That seems reasonable.
Well, we could pay $2.50 and take the bridge. Or we can save the money by fording or floating. The river don't look too wide, but it's hard to tell how deep it is from here.
I don't know, why don't you get on the bridge without paying, have a look, and then come back, then pay the bridge, and then you'll cross.
I say we skip the bridge, save us some money, and get across some other way. We can't go spending all our money before we're even half done with our journey.
I would, 'cause I'm a banker, and you ain't. Who did you ever beat? What was your previous occupation? But I'm still gonna conquer the wagon instead of taking the bridge. Because why the f not? Still has the cold.
They tell me someone in this wagon train is looking for a doctor.
You are gonna rest here for 2 days. I'm giving you 2 days, then we'll get moving again. Here it is. May 1st. 666 miles traveled here at Register Cliff. A place where hunters go to die. Be careful. Because most hunters who pass through Register Cliff don't come back alive. Or come back with a gunshot wound. Or come back from an animal bite. Or a mauling. Or even cholera. May never know. There you go. That'll do it. But it needs more because those things are like less than 50 pounds. Here's something substantial. God damn it. I think it needs one more animal, then we'll get packing. Otherwise, it's gonna be Cog and Kurt who's gonna be packing up some poundage. Will you stop with the fat shaming jokes, Lord Master? You were fat once too, you know. What are you looking at? I could tell by that bison over there. It's like first they would stop. I mean, again, you only need one because you can't fit them all in the... Wait a minute. We got 6 wagons. We could fit them all. Shoot them. Son of a... God dog it! You got one. Yeah. I think we could just shoot off the whole load. It's like, what if we just... Now, here's a bear. Crud. There. If you didn't kill that bear, he would come after you and maul you or bite you. Because this is Register Cliff. It's tends to... Holy... God! That's big. Again, we got 6 wagons. We could fit everybody in there. Although, quite honestly, off the start back there, that we could have fit more meat in there. But that, again, that's just my theory. We'll see the final results soon. If my theory don't work, then the only thing that's good for having 6 small farm wagons is you'll never be overweight. And I don't mean physically. I'm talking about the wagon load. I wish you could use a bow in this game. I mean, I know it's been around for nearly 30 years. In fact, I think Oregon Trail 2 came out in 1993, 1994, like 94. Good to God, it's been nearly 30 years since it came out, and I'm still playing it to this day. Yeah. We'll tally it up soon. Think. Okay, keep moving. Yeah. Use a bow. You're thinking of Red Dead again. You're thinking of Helen. Helen is Kate Bishop and all that. Crud. Crud. I'm saving one last bullet for one big game. Nope, my theory didn't work. You still have to carry this amount of pounds back to your wagon. Keyword wagon, not wagons. So, that doesn't work. And I lived. I didn't get mauled or bitten or anything, or accidentally shot. In fact, you can't get accidentally shot because of two reasons. One, you shot all the whole load, and two, you got a rifle shotgun sheath, which is supposed to prevent it from happening. I was hoping that person would be here, but guess not. What in God's name is that kind of price over the toll bridge? 8.60? Who's in charge?
The ice is good and solid.
It may look like it, but it's still affordable. But I want to know who is responsible for the toll. Pegleg Smith, is that you?
Hello, friend. My toll bridge here is the quickest, easiest, and safest way to get across the river.
How much is the toll? And don't bullshit with me, because why is it 8.60? That is a ridiculous price for a toll bridge. You would pay an arm and a leg. Oh, watch your mouth, Lord Master. You almost said his leg because, you know, his peg leg, you know. Well, anyways, how much is the toll? What causes that price?
Toll is very reasonable. Just $5 per wagon and 12 cents per person or draft animal.
$5 per wagon, but I got 6 small farm wagons. And 12 cents is us 6 and or draft animal to add that. So it's $5. And I got 20 oxen, I believe. And then that's the final price. I expected it to be a little more expensive than that, but do you have any advice?
Yes, I know ferries are often cheaper, but they take longer. And ferries can have accidents, or even sink, you know.
Well, so long. Glad you got this new gig to make money. Because, you know, that old trading post was shit that you did back there. I ain't paying that. I'm crossing the ice. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why I decided to do this playthrough by having 6 small farm wagons, as well as having 24 oxen, miscalculated, where you could see a party of 6 with this many animals and this many wagons that you personally own can increase the price of ferry or toll bridge just to make it look laughable, just laughable about why is it so expensive. Are you ribbing me? What? I mean, that's all I have to say about that. Oh, so now we know how everything works. So if you are the owner of multiple wagons in your playthrough, in your Oregon Trail playthrough, the price you pay is ferries and toll bridges get more expensive, especially when you own more animals to pull the said wagons. But the positives of owning more wagons means you get to carry more stuff. Hence the reason why I am getting away with owning a cast iron stove. We could carry 6 cast iron stoves of each of these wagons, but I believe you're exaggerating. Try owning 6 Conestoga wagons, and maybe you'll get my different opinion. I need 2 boxes of bullets because I've been shooting a lot lately. And some tea, too. Anything else? No furniture, obviously. We don't sell furniture at trading posts. You've got to be asinine to think about that. And also I need a hunting knife, since you made a habit of hunting. You know, it's to cut them up. You know, the meat and all that. I doubt it'll increase
Say, how's it going, friend? I'm doing just fine now that I got me 4 oxen instead of just 2.
Yeah, and I got a hunting knife, so don't mess with me.
Well, I thought I was done for back there a ways before Fort Laramie, but I traded all my extra sets of clothing there for 2 more oxen. Are you headed for California? I hear there may be a shortcut that'll get there 2-3 weeks earlier than the regular way.
Not interested in California, interested in Oregon. That's the name of the game. Oregon Trail. Don't drink that alkali water shit. You know what it'll do to people. Devil's Gate. My second favorite hunting place in this whole region. Split Rock. Okay, so we do know you cannot carry 1,000 some odd pounds of animal back to your 6 wagons. This will do. 202 pounds. And no, you didn't get shot or mauled or anything. 3 crossings routes. So what do you people decide? Oh, good, it's you two.
Maybe we better consult our...
I don't like the looks of the trail over there on the Deep Sands Road.
So only one person says 3 crossing. But as per tradition in the Oregon Trail, the coin will be the deciding factor here. So let me move some stuff out of the way so we can get the floor. While I will pull the cord, not literally, just pull a little bit of that wire on the mic to get some distance into the said floor. Hail steep sand, head steep sand, tails 3 crossings. Best 2 out of 3, go. We got here is tails. What's 1 for 3 crossings? Here's second, and we got 2 heads, 2 tails. I mean, got dog it. You are clearly not awake yet. So 3 crossings it is. And guess what? Every time when you check the river conditions, it's always short depth, small depth, not deep. Shallow. That's the word you're looking for. So we ford. Then we ford. And then we ford again. God damn it!
A wagon accident. Well, I figure we're seeing the elephant for sure now.
We lost 2 bullets. I bought those 2 bullets and now we lost it. Animal's exhausted, huh? Well, I'm gonna double team you, ass. We were doing just fine until we started crossing rough trail after those 3 crossings. This is some bullshit. It's like, alright, we made it through. We made it through those deep rivers. No, god dang it, shallow rivers. 3 rivers, and then everything went fine until we tipped it over in the rough trail. This is some Yankee Doodle horse. But we still got our cast iron stove. Must never part of it. If the whole thing breaks, this whole wagon train breaks.
That last stretch of the trail was awful. I've had enough. Let's go back home.
Like hell, because you'll be going to deep sand.
Well, we certainly don't want to go right back to 3 crossings.
Yeah, because my wagon tipped over and I lost bullets. That means I have less things to shoot now. How about you?
Howdy, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Least as fine as one can expect right now hereabouts.
Howdy.
Be warned. Don't dig a water hole. Drink only river water. Salty as some of these rivers are, it's better than the cholera. We buried my husband just last week. No more than I've already given you. But I could use some help with this here harness, if you can spare the time.
Is it a real harness or is it a fake harness? Because, you know, that stuff back there. Oh, road pass, south pass. That's not wise. You are traveling through heavy fog, and you are double teaming and continuing through the heavy fog. And guess what's gonna happen? You tip over, and you lost some more bullets. You idiot. Oh, thank God, Lander Trading Post.
This may be our last chance for a while to buy or trade for supplies.
You better have some bullets right here, right now. You gotta be kidding me. Then how are we gonna get some meat out of this? Anybody who's the owner, that's going straight to hell. You only got 2 boxes of bullets left. Oh God, you don't have a rifle. There's a rifle in there. Oh, now you have bullets, but no rifle. Oh, we lost 3 of them, so... Guess you're gonna have to make do with the pistol for now. Fairly ordinary river. This is the final sweet water. God dog it!
I suggest you borrow some animals from someone and then double team your wagon. That should enable you to pull out of the mud.
It's just an isolated incident, that's all. Oh, look, it's this goof again.
I ain't feeling so tired. Those folks whining about wanting to rest are just a bunch of crybabies.
We shall see. Pacific Springs.
I think we ought to keep going.
Fine scenery round these parts.
Yeah, desolate. Bad water here. I'm gonna be that guy. Let's rest here for 3 days, because I wanted to be the 20th. While we sit here and drink some bad water, even though we're still getting rainwater out of it, and we already have water in the canteens.
Time is a-wasting.
It's not like you're hoping for someone to get food poisoning. I mean, water poisoning. Sublet cutoff. Haystack Butte. Hey, wait a minute. The cast iron stove. Check. We still have it. Oh my God, $19 for a ferry? You gotta be a special kind of a son of a bitch, whoever made these prices so.
Conditions aren't likely to improve.
I am not leaving this river until I find a man responsible.
I suggest we take the ferry.
I want to know who's the owner of that ferry. Is that you?
You fixing to cross the river? I can take you across.
Why is it so expensive? How much does it cost?
I'll take you across for $7 per wagon, plus 50 cents for each of your animals. Sounds steep, but it's a lot better than drowning.
Do the math here. $7 per wagon, that would be way over because we own 6. So apparently in this game, they do not count multiple wagons. Maybe it's because you are the owner. It's like you own 1 wagon, but if you are the owner of the other 5 wagons, they still count as 1. And plus 50 cents of each of the animals, which we have 24 oxen, and therefore equals 19. What the flying?
If you want that I should take you, pay up. Otherwise, step aside and let someone else up. Can't wait around here all day.
Yeah. Maybe in the next playthrough we should buy nothing but oxen. That's it. I'm gonna go hunting with a pistol. So that way I can take my frustrations out on that guy who raised the price too high for a ferry. So, 1, 2, 3. Fuck! I was gonna say 4, but that came up. Here it is again. Be quick on the draw. God dang it. God dang it. God dog it. Did that shot even come out? Even hear it. I'll just shoot the bird and get over. Holy crap, female moose. Charging fast. Shit. I want a rifle. just my aim is a bit off. It's not what it used to be. There we go. Now I'm feeling satisfied. Hey, wait a minute. There's no sheaths for pistols. Oh, thank goodness I didn't shoot myself, because that would have been famous last words. Because this would have been the phrase to say should you ever get yourself killed for an accidental gunshot event. Well, I don't think it would be wise to conk and float when it's not only this depth, but it's also raining out because of the wind, you know. So do take the ferry for $19. $19 frickin' dollars. Bullshit. Tell ya. Now that we have this free time, I am gonna promote real quick. Not only for the still ongoing Crusader Kings 3 Pannonian Avar series on the Lord Master channel. There's also possible upcoming videos of other side projects that's also coming to my channel, including later on in this month for the Oregon Trail. What else? And of course the Red Dead Redemption 2 online series of videos with Helen in action and all that, where she carries the bow like she's Kate Bishop or something, and another is a possible new series, a series of videos from Crusader Kings 2, possibly. Keyword possibly. If you only first heard it here, and then subsequently on a different topic, me and my real-life brother by the name of Loki Jarston, he goes by that stage name, we did a podcast together on a recent episode from the Internet's Worst Gaming Podcast, which you can check it out on either iTunes, Spotify, wherever you can get your podcasts, or go to the internetsworst.com. It's a blogspot place. And as well as follow at Loki Jarston on Twitter. He's pretty hilarious, actually. I mean, I don't have a Twitter because I keep things to myself. And one more is my older brother, FF Frostlight, where you can find him on Twitch. He used to Twitch stream, but he's on hiatus right now. He's taking a break from it, but he'll be back sooner or later. I'm giving a shout out to you, brother, if you're watching this video. So hope you're enjoying it. So now, thank you, and let's get to Fort Hall. Oh, here we are, Thomas Fork.
Howdy. If you want to cross Thomas Fork, my bridge is the only good way to do it. Costs just $1.
Just $1? No tricks?
Ain't nobody forcing you to take the bridge, but you'd be a dad blame fool not to. The stream may look shallow, but it's as mean as a grizzly.
Your advice?
Yeah. Pay your $1 and go across. You're holding up those other people behind you.
You know, I'm going to continue holding up these people. They're going to have to wait. Because I want to give it another shot at this pistol. I like how you said another shot with this pistol. How on earth did you miss that rabbit? You are a poor, poor man. Goat. Okay, you got one bullet in that goat. It takes a few to take it down. He's going to come out of that rock shortly. Here it is. You've got one on him. There we go. You got two. Oh, God. Steep and muddy.
Look at the way them folks is struggling to get down the big hill. Half of them don't know what the heck they're doing. Big Hill is one of the worst places you're liable to come across. It's bad enough when the weather's dry, but hoo-wee, when it's wet and raining, you couldn't give me all the greenbacks in Philadelphia to try it.
It is muddy and rainy.
When the weather's bad, don't even think of going down a hill like this. Wait till it dries up a mite. And be sure to take precautions, like using one of them fallen pine logs over there as an anchor on your wagon. Makes it less likely to break away.
Well, Mr. Hardwork Jones, we're gonna get to work. We're gonna use ropes and chains to try to get down the big hill and stay for money. If we fail, someone's gonna get hurt. And we didn't. That is some luck. This Peg Leg Smith used to be here. Let's check the abandoned building and find some cooking utensils and a deck of playing cards. Ha, nice. I mean, some cooking utensils because you gotta sustain yourself. And it has a deck of playing cards, so whoever is the visitor, and he'll be like, "Hey, welcome to my trading post. Hey, you want to play some cards?" And then they'll come up with some silly game of blackjack. And if he were to say it, well, I know it's a bit stupid to say that because I know what it's a reference to, and if you people understand this reference, I'm only gonna say this once. And Pegleg Smith is gonna be like, "You want to play blackjack? Because you want to play 21? Because I got 22. Has cholera.
With cholera about, we have to remember to boil any water before drinking it.
Oh, Epsom salts is the way to do it. It's all because of the muddy trail out there is what caused that cholera.
I don't know which way we should go. I figured you would.
Which way is west?
I hear Hudspeth's cutoff can save us a lot of time on our way to California.
No, I need to go to Fort Hall because I need to get a rifle again. I don't like this pistol anymore. Why did I even buy that? Why did I invest? You're a banker for crying out loud. You got a rifle? Thank the gods. This ropes and chains did wonders. Oh, and we're gonna need some more pickaxes. Because, oh, and some nails too. Because we're gonna be entering mountain country sooner or later. So should there be fallen rocks, we'll break on through to the other side. Yeah, I said the exact lyrics by Jim Morrison of the Doors.
We are Bannock, close friends of the Paiute and Shoshone. I am Beartooth. My people will gladly trade with you here and on the road ahead.
Tell me more.
Beware of our enemies, the Blackfoot. They do not tolerate trespassers, neither white men nor other Indians. But as long as you stay on the trail, you have little chance of running into any Blackfoot war parties.
Advice?
The depth of this river changes greatly with the season. Check it carefully before deciding the best way to cross.
Oh my god, what the F? Those are the exact same things as you would see from trading. But if I want something off of you... I mean, why do you need mittens for? Where'd you get them? Fort Hall? Yeah, sure. Trade for some vegetables. Trade the corn for some vegetables. Take that. We do know where we're going. That's Oregon Trail heading west. We ain't going to California. Huh?
I say we continue on our way.
Yeah, you got that right.
I hate to burden you with my problems, but I just gotta talk to someone right now. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, you go right ahead while I'm gonna anchor that wagon. Anchor that wagon. You hear that phrase? Anchor that wagon.
This river doesn't look too deep.
For the river. Doesn't look too deep, you say. Guess she was right. See? What did I tell you? I predicted fallen rocks would happen.
It'll probably take us a day or two to clear those rocks out of our way, but I don't think we have much choice. Let's get to work on it.
Yeah, but let's take a chance to just continue over the obstructions. Okay, we can't do that, so...
Holy moly!
Looks like there was an avalanche. I don't see how we can clear that up. Let's find another way.
Let's look for another path, and we found it. Into the Kanaka Rapids. Thousand Springs. Upper Sound Falls. So much water. Well, what do you folks think?
I suggest we take the north route to Fort Boise.
Is it too late for us to turn back and head for California?
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to make a choice here. We can either cross the Snake River here using those 3 islands sorta like stepping stones across the river, or we can avoid crossing and just follow the south bank of the river. Well, I hear that the south route is right sandy and rough. On the north route, we gotta cross the Snake twice. But we also go past Fort Boise. I think I prefer the north route myself.
Maybe.
Well, let the coin decide. Let's see now. Heads, south alternate route. Tails, Fort Boise. Best 2 out of 3. We got 1 for Fort Boise. Now here's flip number 2. It was spinning briefly, and it's Fort Boise. We're gonna die. The Snake River is an evil river.
Howdy. Name's Jubilation Higginbottom.
Listen, we're running out of time for this video, so we gotta get moving. Oh my god, we're gonna hit it! We're gonna hit it! Oh no, we passed through that. Where are we going? Well, we made it past. That's where we're going. Camel's exhausted. We're double teaming. Register Rock. And here it is. Zarlan J47. That's what it kind of looks like to me. Bonneville Point.
These mosquitoes are driving me crazy. Let's pick up our pace and get away from here as soon as we can.
I tell you what. How about this? We're resting here for 3 days. Let's sit there, let the mosquitoes get them, and then we'll smack them each time we get them. Give us time to kill these mosquitoes. Plus, it's a great chance of getting malaria in the game, which I've yet to encounter that on video. Frick. It's Fort Boise.
Time is a-wasting. Well, if that don't beat all. We come all this way, looking forward to this fort as a place to buy supplies, and find it abandoned, fallen to pieces. Looks like there's been a flood here. Like maybe the river water's risen up and damaged the buildings. We ought not to stay for long. Ain't nothing for us here. And they say there's been trouble with the local Indians of late. Let's get going.
Didn't find anything useful in this huge fort. Looters. They took everything there. We're gonna get lucky again. Don't hit that. East Cow Hollow. We know where we're going, and that's Farewell Bend. Pass through Lytle Pass.
Howdy, partner. Good to see ya.
Howdy.
All along the trail, we find wagon irons and keg hoops cast off. Piles of bones marking the remains of someone's prized animal.
Advice.
Like our poor stock, I'm plumb wore out. Afraid I ain't one to give advice. You might take it, and then you'd be in hot water for sure.
Since I trailer them, does that mean different set of... No? You know what? Give me the damn mittens. Here's an axe for mittens. See if it changes anything. Actually, it does. $. Alrighty. If we still have winter coats, I can give them away. But that will not be suffice. Despite the fact that I'm a banker. I'm supposed to be good at training, but no, you're making a pretty dumb deal. parallel bend. And we're gonna go in the area, and there might be a possibility of another set of fallen rocks. When it says rough trail, it's bound to happen. I'm surprised we haven't injured those animals each time we double team them. Doesn't look very steep. Celebrate the 4th. Motherfuckers! Who's that man?
Howdy, folks. I'm Private Walter Davis of the 4th Cavalry.
Tell me more.
This here is the Grand Ronde River. Used to be you could count on Indians being here to help you cross, but not no more. Too much tension now between them and the settlers.
Advice?
Before you cross, you can stay here and camp with us if you like. I'm sure the sergeant won't mind.
No, I ain't got time for idle chit-chat with your commanding officer, or a non-commissioned officer, but trust me when I tell you. Damn it! What did I tell you? Dead man pass. That was my Undertaker impression. I didn't make a good effort of it. Umatilla Valley. This pretty much tells you that we're getting close to the end here.
Hello! Hello!
See if the echo will shut him up. Oh my god. I thought I bought a rifle. Apparently I lost it back there during that last tip over. This is some bull.
Hello!
It's always with me in a rifle. Hey, has anybody got a rifle? Shotgun I don't need. I want a rifle. R-I-F-E-L. No, you got it backwards. God dog it. F-R-I-F-L-E. Give me an R. Give me an I. Give me an F. Give me an L. Give me an E. What does that spell? Rifle. You're clearly going crazy in the head. And you did spell it correctly. The last few times at least. One more time. Middle finger. It was said to be a little tricky, but we'll manage. Especially right here at Biggs Junction. Oh shit. Got the bear. Let's get moving before something terrible happens to me. No! What the? We crossed a 4-foot river by complete accident. I thought it was going to sink, but somehow we forded through a 4-foot river. Somehow with that small farm wagon, it's almost like we're just crossing the river underwater like nobody's business. And we didn't lose any supplies. We just bashed on through. That's never ever happened to me before. We forded through a 4-foot river. Whew. Clearly, we've seen some miracles. For the love of God, does anybody have a rifle? And I do mean to you, soldier. But I'm talking about a rifle hunting. She has a rifle. I need right $50 rifle. Everything is expensive out west. I wonder why you can't manage. You know, of all people, I'm surprised Horatio's never gotten anything. He's usually the bad sack, but Helen nearly drowned. Kurt got a concussion. Hard work got a bad cold, I think. But it's only the man with, or woman with either or with no name that's gotten the most. But Horatio's never gotten anything throughout this entirety. And I haven't even got shot or mauled yet. Which is a miracle, and it's, oh my god, it's him.
I understand you folks are in need of a doctor.
Oh, you're a doctor, you say. Well, why didn't you tell me back east?
Well, I'll take a look at the patient and see if there's anything I can do to help.
Oh, no need for that. We're all fine here. But do you have any advice?
Eat well, drink lots of fluids, and get plenty of rest. Best advice anyone can give.
And let me give you a piece of advice, too. Stay out of my life. I'm starting to think that man could represent something. Like, I don't know. No idea. You people interpreted what is all that meant, especially from our experience of this show. Let me go check the borrowed toll road. What in God's 7.40?
I collect the tolls for the Barlow Road, a bargain at twice the price. Used to be everyone floated the Columbia. Now, with Mr. Barlow's Road, you can drive your wagon right into Oregon City.
How much is the toll?
$5 per wagon plus 10 cents for each draft animal.
Oh, that's reasonable. But the other 5 that I own do not count, which is... I get it now. You have any advice?
Please pay your toll and move on. There's other folks waiting behind you.
I'll pay, but I'm not gonna like it. Hey, wait a minute. What if we turn around and just, borrow toll road? Just hang on. That means you have to pay again. In which he'll be like, oh, you were coming back? It's like, have you arrived in Oregon City yet? And I'm like, no, we're turning around. You're gonna have to pay the toll again. What? That's right, you heard me. You're gonna have to pay the toll again if you're gonna be turning around and go back east. That's an additional charge. So, are you gonna turn around and go back to where you're supposed to be going on your destination? Or are you gonna pay up? Okay, never mind that. I'm just gonna turn around and go to Oregon City. Just let me hunt here for this rifle. I just want a one-shot, one-kill to any big creature that's out there. Like this son of a beeswax. Devil's half acre. More like devil's half ass. So immature of you, Lord Master. What are you looking at? That tree. Laurel Hill. That shit ain't nothing to be messed with. Fall down, it'll be the end of everything.
Maybe we can set up a windlass and use some ropes to lower our wagons down the hill gradually.
We have to use ropes or chains, and hard work did it again. Sandy River Bridge. 0.50 cents.
Come on, folks, move along. You're practically in Oregon City already.
How much?
50 cents. You really ain't got much choice in the matter. This bridge is the only way across the river.
Advice?
If you're so broke you can't even afford 50 cents, I'll be glad to take something useful off your hands.
But one more thing. Does that mean I have to pay the toll again? That was Oregon City. Yes, you're gonna have to pay another 50 cents if you were to go back. Why do I have to pay again in order to cross? Is that just how the world works? Is there no injustice here? Before we settle down on Oregon City, let me hunt here one more time. Just for one more animal. Shoot through the tree. And somehow you didn't. What the earth? What? 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 What on God's... That squirrel's invincible. Wait a minute, did I get that squirrel or no? Is that his tail or not? I mean, he's not coming on the other side. This is some wacky. Oh, bear. That is it. No more of that. We've reached Oregon City and we will stake a land claim here. 385 acres. And here's the final score. Everybody's in good health. Got some cash. 6 wagons, which is a big bonus. That's another thing about owning 6 small wagons and all these draft animals that go along with it and other supplies. And all these bonuses and that. No duration penalty. Imagine that. But again, we only did this for fun. It's not a challenge. But we'll see what lies ahead. Lord Master, build on a home of 385 acres of land in the Willamette Valley of Oregon. The fortitude and determination that its Lord Master served so well on the Oregon Trail proved equally valuable in the new land, contributing to tremendous and socioeconomic success. Regrettably, several Lord Master descendants, including a major figure in early 20th century government and business scandal, have managed to tarnish the family's good name. Well, that was to be expected, huh? Now, for the last time, imagine that I shot myself. Only because it didn't have a... I mean, I'm not going to waste any more time with this whole, shebang. But here's me, down at the bottom. And of course, all these names with Nice Jack Finley and Earl Drummond is because that was from past videos that was done in the past. You said the past twice. You know that? Anyways. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this. It's quite a playthrough. I was slightly serious than usual, not as over the top as I used to be, except in certain moments. But piece of advice: if you want to carry more stuff, such as more food, more miscellaneous items, more cast iron stoves, more grandfather clocks, buy more wagons. Be a banker, buy more wagons. And buy more animals to pull along these said wagons. They do not stack up when you go to toll bridge or ferry river crossings. But beware, buying more draft animals means it's going to get more and more expensive. So that's what we've learned from this trail for buying the multitude of wagons and all that and more. So remember, later this April, Oregon Trail coming up. With a different set of people, obviously, and among other things. And of course, this was recorded prior to WrestleMania weekend, so I'll be taking a few days off recording to be watching that and more. Of course, many other video series still ongoing here on the Lore Masters channel. We'll see you next time. Until then, so long for